Hello everybody, this video is about me removing the cast iron insert from my fireplace. I had wanted to keep it. It was one of the things that persuaded me to buy the house. I love the colour, but I have eventually been persuaded by my plumber and other people who said it's got to go because I need a log burning. I want to have a log burning stove fitted, so I needed a larger opening, and also the fireplace is very rusty and it had been put in wonky, and a lot of the tiles were broken anyway, so I made the decision to do away with it. I gave up waiting for people to someone to come, for a builder to come and remove it. Decided to do it myself. I first of all removed the cast iron metal hood and decided to cut down the middle. I had been advised to cut down the sides, but that I did start doing that, but it was damaging the stone surround, and I realised that once the hood was removed, it was a very short cut to just cut down the middle, and then I could slide it out, hopefully. You have to ignore these hideous trousers that I'm wearing, and apologies for the repeated incorrect orientation. So I'd cut down the middle. The insert was not attached to the brickwork by anything like screws or nails or anything. It was probably just put in with some mortar, but that would have been lime mortar, and all of the mortar behind this cast iron insert had turned to dust. So there was really nothing holding it in apart from the stone surround. So I eventually just wiggled it out, being careful to not break any of the unbroken tiles. I did manage to salvage several of the tiles. I'll use them in a project, no doubt. I was going very slowly with everything I did because I was constantly worried that the chimney would collapse on top of me. I've never opened up a chimney breast before. The cast iron is, very heavy and strong, but it can snap, which is what happened with us. We basically snapped it out a little bit at a time. A fire brick had to be smashed to bits and pulled out in lumps. The brickwork behind the insert was just packing brickwork, so it had been put in very haphazardly, and it just fell out. One touch and it fell out in lumps. It was very easy to remove. So this was definitely not the original fireplace. This would have been put in by Victorians. I'm starting to believe that the building is older than the Victorian days. In fact, I know it is, because originally it was a building where they made beer, and there was a well in the dining room which used to be outside because the dining room is an extension. And I think that this fireplace originally would have had a range, and so the Victorians obviously took it out and decided to just have a smaller cast iron insert put in. So the brickwork that you can see is just packing to make the fire area smaller and keep the heat in, I suppose, into the room. Did a lot of wiggling about. I should have worn better gloves at this stage. Surgical gloves was not good enough. I don't know what I was doing here, really. I was just really nervous. Because you can see the bricks above, there's nothing holding them there apart from the actual fireplace, and there was a small metal lintel, but that was part of the insert. So when I knew that when that came out, there was a big risk that a load of bricks were going to fall into the room. I can't remember the name of that tool. Crowbar, that's it, a crowbar. That's what I used to remove the hood. I wish I'd photographed or videoed the back of the cast iron insert, because then you would have seen just how corroded it was. I've never seen anything so rusty. Just trying to find bits of green tile. I did find more green tiles in the hearth, but they were all broken. There's only so much you can do with restoration, or renovation it should be. Sometimes you've got to accept that things are past their use by date. They have to be removed, unfortunately. But actually removing this cast iron insert is going to make the fireplace more original than when the Victorians had it, because it's going to be the original size. All of that brickwork came out. And the fire brick. That's the fire brick at the back. Behind that fire brick I discovered a nice brick wall, and there was a really nice brick wall on either side as well. It just needs cleaning up, repointing with some lime mortar, and the hearth needs tiling, which I will do. I had a really good plasterer recently. He did a load of odd plastering jobs, which I won't tackle plastering. And he was also a builder, and so I just asked him. I was paying him by the day, and he finished early one day, and I said, would you mind putting a lintel in the fireplace for me, removing the last 2 rows of bricks underneath the mantle, and putting a lintel in. So he shot off, bought a concrete lintel, and fitted it for me. Removed some more bricks and fitted it for me within about 2 hours. So the job done. It was brilliant. I was so thrilled. It was actually all done in a day, and I took all the stuff to the tip as well. About 14 rubble bags of rubble. It was an enormous amount that came out. You wouldn't think so looking at it, but I was shocked at how much came out. And that's me discovering the original brick wall at the back. That was great. So good to find something good behind something not so good. All of that came out. Took it right up to the stone mantle, so you can't see the lintel at all now. All put in very badly. That just packed in. I suppose that's why they call it packing. And that's before I removed it, and that's it about now, just before the lintel was put in place. That last row of bricks that you can see, it has been removed, and the row above, and there's a concrete lintel being put in. So I just need to continue to clean up the surround and clean up the bricks in the opening and tile the hearth, and then I can have a log burning stove fitted. Thanks for watching. There will be a part B as soon as I've done more work on the fireplace. Please like the video if you liked it and leave me a comment, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Oh my god, is that Father Christmas coming out?